goodies. Well, very sadly, the great kind of king of twang, Mr. Duane Eddy, has passed away. Such a great influence on so many players, and I thought I'd do a little tribute lesson to him. This one features some of his whammy bar techniques, so I thought it's a good song to pick. Okay, so we've got, like, it's Movin and Groovin is the song, and if you listen to the track, it's actually a semitone higher in F, but what they did was played it in E and then sped it up by a semitone, which made it easier for the sax players to play along and overdub their parts. Okay, so we've got... Okay, so I'm playing an E chord in the 12th position. So I've got 14, 13, 12, 12. And I'm adding a little sus4 to that. So I'm adding 14 on the G string. So G, A. Yes, I've got... So I'm basically playing... So I'm holding that chord down, just adding my little finger. Hitting that 14 on D. Yeah. Then just going down to an open E chord. Okay, and then you've got these simple but great little phrases. They're so kind of rock and roll. And what we've got is, we've got a bend, a slide, and a little whammy bar. Okay, so you bend on the A, slide on the B, and you kind of flip your hand over, reach down for the open whammy bar on the E. So we start on the A. And it varies a little bit. Kind of doesn't always play it exactly quite the same, but basically all you need to know is that you're bending kind of a semitone on G sharp on 4 up to an A, and then playing an open A. Classic sound. And then it'd be great if I had a Gretsch guitar with a Bigsby tremolo for this, but needs must. Okay, so I'm just basically just flipping my hand over and pushing down on the bar and releasing. Okay, for the E, and on the B I'm just playing, just sliding from 1 to 2 on the A string. Back to the A. So it's all kind of the same thing, just there's those dips with the bar on the E, then to the A. Okay. Yeah. So basically, once you've got used to that, on the A you've got a bend, on the B you've got a slide, on the E you've got an open string with a whammy bar. And just on the solo, I'm just playing the chords. Just basically start on an A, made it an A7, added a 7th there, just nice and rock and roll. E, B7, E. It's just kind of standard 12 bar stuff. E, A, E. Yeah, so it's very easy to follow along just on the playthrough. And I just improvised a solo. So basically I'm just messing about because obviously there's a sax solo there. So what I was using was a kind of hybrid blues scale, which I often like to use for rock and roll. So I'm not just limited to kind of 5 notes of the pentatonic. I'm adding in chromatic tones. So if you take the pentatonic scale, E, G, A, B, D, E, G, A, B, D, E, G. Very familiar blues scale pattern. 12, 15, 12, 14, 12, 14, 12, 14, 12, 15, 12, 15. But I'm adding extra notes to that. So those kind of notes. So basically, I'm adding all the notes on 14 to that scale. F sharp, okay, the 9th, the 6th, C sharp, A, the 4th. They all work great in that rockabilly setting. Also, the B flat, the blue note from the blues scale. So on the top 3 strings, I'm basically playing using 12, 14, 15, 12, 14, 15, 12, 14, 15. Also on the G string. So you've got the G sharp there from the major scale. Yeah, so you can use 13 as well on the G string. So the notes basically I was using were on the G string 12, 13, 14, 15, 12, 14, 15, 12, 14, 15. Yeah, and kind of also you can go down little chromatic bits if you want to. So on the D string, 14, 13, 12, 14, 13, 12, 11. So ending that G sharp to E is nice. Yeah, and a lot of what I was doing was just double stopping. So I kind of started pre-bending and releasing just on 14, 14 on the G and B strings. So all that kind of stuff works great. Okay, so just have a play about. Just don't copy me. Just do your own thing. Have some fun. Anyway, we'll take a look next at the bass. I'm just playing a kind of classic rock and roll bass line here. On the E, I'm playing just open E, G sharp, B, G sharp, just root 3rd and 5th. Open 4, 2 on A, 4. Just moving up to an A, 5, 4 on A, 7 on A, back to 4. Back to the E, then slight change here. I'm just going ba, 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 ba. So you could just play that'd work too, but it's kind of going ba, boom. Okay, I'm going 7, 6, 9, 6, 7. So on the E, A string, back to 7 on E. Same pattern, 2 frets down. Okay, 5, 4, 7, 4, 5. Back to the E. And basically just playing that, following the chords, a few little stops, all those little break bits. But nice and simple. Basically just, you can kind of improvise a little bit. There's lots of space to play about. Classic rock and roll really, so have some fun with it. Cheers!